So in this part number 4, let us see the dark side of building super followers. Are there any bad things, I mean negatives of creating super followers? We have come a long way in our journey together, and you have learned a lot. You have discovered how you can grab the attention of casual audience members finding you for the first time and start cultivating them into active members of your tribe who will keep coming back for more. You have unlocked the ability to nurture these people into a connected community and build experience that will get them more involved and invested. Finally, you have uncovered how to create those extra special moments that turn connected community members into raving super fans who will stick by your side through thick and thin. In the words of, as you build your brand and create those special moments that will mold people into super fans, you are also going to encounter some dangerous traps that threaten to strip away some or all of the fruits of the hard work you are putting in. That's why we need to spend some time talking about the biggest pitfalls you need to look out for if you want to keep your fans at the top of the pyramid, cheering you on forever. Whether or not you already have a devoted group of fans, these final two uh, strategies are crucial. Here is what we are going to cover. So, strategy number 18, the 6 hidden traps of building super followers and how to avoid them. And strategy number 19, avoiding unwanted recognition and staying safe. So, let us see strategy number 18. What are the 6 hidden traps of building super followers and how to avoid them? When you attempt to do something worthwhile like building and serving an audience of dedicated super followers, there will be downside and dark sides. I will highlight 6 biggest traps you might find yourself in when building an audience of super followers and how to avoid them. So, the trap number 1, you get a chip on your shoulder. When you have a big audience paying close attention to everything you say and do, you have to be thoughtful about the messages you put out there and be willing to let some things slide. Back when, so the almost immediate negative responses were like splash of cold water to a face. So bottom line is, when you still make mistakes and keep your followers, the key is to be aware when you have done something wrong. If you misstep and people react negatively, the first thing to do is slow down and pay attention. Don't just react. Assess the situation calmly. Listen to what people are saying. Then take your time to respond in a thoughtful way. People will see that you have taken their comments to heart, and most will probably appreciate you for it. Above all, hold yourself to a high standard, not in the sense that you should act like you are better than anyone else, because you are not, but because your words and actions are naturally going to be noticed. So you have to put a lot of care into what you put out there. When you have a big following, you have to remember how every word and every action represents the brand you have built. It may require some soul searching and discomfort to come back from a mishap, but it's still possible to save face and earn back trust if you are honest and act according to your core values. The trap number two, you let the fame and money get to your head. SPI's Chief Operating Officer Matt Garland has his own powerful superfan story. This one from the world of sports about what can happen when you let the fame and acclaim that emerges when you build an audience of super dedicated fans go to your head. But problems always remember when you are building an audience to serve people, if you can make lots of money and become famous doing that, great. If you need to automate some things to better serve your audience, great. Just remember that your success is fundamentally about the relationships you have built. When you lose sight of the meaningful interactions and the special moments that bring your audience closer to you, you are going to push people away and your business will suffer. Let us see trap number three. You don't plan properly with unintended sequences. So, here is a lesson for business and for life in general. Your intentions may not always match their outcomes. Your actions can sometimes have unforeseen consequences or come off the wrong way. It was my biggest fans who were the most outspoken about the misstep because they cared enough to let me know what I was doing. They didn't want to see the brand they had gotten behind take a turn for the worse. And that's what so great about having super fans. They can help steer the ship when it gets off course because they are so invested in the direction it's been heading. So, trap number four, other people's actions reflect badly on you. Even the mistakes of others can come back to haunt you and turn fans, followers against you. The biggest buffer against this is to be selective about who you associate yourself with. You cannot control the actions of others or the reactions of your audience to those actions, and despite your best judgment, people may not turn out to be who you thought they were. It's true in life and it's true in business. This is one of those traps you will never be able to totally avoid, but being aware of that possibility may help you. Trap number five, you try to respond to everybody. Over time, as your audience begins to grow, you simply won't be able to respond to every single person who reaches out to you as much as you would like to. I have personal experience with this early on. So conduct one to many conversations. These can be on social media, in webinars, on live streams, and it live events. Highlight and address questions from specific people and share them with everyone. Although you cannot speak one on one with everyone, doing it with a few people and sharing it still makes you relatable and like you are interacting with your community. Hire team members who can help with audience communication and interaction. This will help people feel like you are still paying attention to them because you are. Consider bringing on people, moderators, and admins to help with email and social media in particular. So let us see the trap number 6. You burn out. Being an entrepreneur is an exciting ride. It can also be a recipe for exhaustion or burnout. As you begin to build followers and encounter new opportunities to grow your business, you can be tempted to say yes to everything and quickly find yourself in a hole. If you have ever tried to run your own business and build a follower base, there's a good chance that at some point you have come close to or reached the point of burnout or known someone else who has. It's not it fun. Although when it comes to staying away from that ledge, you can do what you can do. Here are four things that help that you that uh, can help you. Get sleep. Sleep is when your body gets a chance to rest and your brain does some cleanup. The brain is actually highly active during parts of sleep cycle, consolidating memories, processing emotions, and cleaning out waste products. Don't do it all yourself. Don't ignore the little voice warning you not to bite off more than you can chew. As Ariana, so that is a don't do it yourself. Lean on your support network, whether it's family, friends, your team, your mastermind group, your crunch, or your bowling team. If you are struggling and worried you are about to burn out, don't be afraid to talk to somebody. Your support network can also be great resources to let you know if you are showing signs of burnout that you may not notice yourself. Stay focused on what matters. Remember why you got into business and decided to build an audience in the first place. For me, it's serving my audience and supporting my family and leading my example for both my audience and my kids. These six traps are not the only one you might encounter as you build your audience and cultivate them into super followers. Not even close, but they are the biggest ones I have seen. The journey to the top of the pyramid is a hard one, but just because you have earned your followers doesn't mean they are going to stay there forever. As hard as it is to create a super follower, it can be much easier to lose one. Remember this twist on the timeless Spider Man quote: With great fans comes great responsibility. So these are the 6 traps we have discussed as part of strategy number 18 in the dark side in the discussion of dark side of building super followers. And we'll see in the next video, that is strategy number 9, how to avoid unwanted recognition and staying safe as part of dark side of building super followers.